All right,
What's on the
gentlemen.
agenda?
Welcome to the DeFi Roast.
So the agenda today is we're going to review the newsletter for Friday, with keeping in mind that we might want to change the schedules next week if we're going to do. I would be down to do Monday and Thursday.
Monday, Thursday. I think competition's higher on a Monday.
Okay,
Still
Tuesday.
like Tuesday.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so reviewing, we're going to talk one, the mango story, the mango hack. Two, we're going to talk about like October, huge lot of hacks in October. It's not great. But then we're going to end on a nice note with the Uniswap cementing its status as a unicorn. And then I think for the roast of the week, there's that whole article about ghostwriting, and like we can kind of just roast crypto VCs in general. Large percentage of them are like parasitic and like pump and dump, especially in 2021. I think there's a lot to talk about here.
Ooh. So do you guys feel like when we do the roast, we should do three stories plus roast? Because I feel like that gets a lot. Like I think maybe we should just do mango, Uniswap, roast, and then save October hack for like next week or something. Just because it's like, as long as
I'm
it's
okay doing that.
I just worry about the Friday ones, they're getting too long.
Arthur, are you sharing your screen?
Oh, I'm not, man. So sorry.
I was like, maybe it's just because I'm on my phone, but um,
By the way, we
yeah,
have
I
2,000 subscribers by end of month. Just want to throw that out there.
yeah, I haven't forgotten. I'm not opposed to the idea of going two plus roasts. It does get a little bit lengthy.
I'm okay doing that
Um,
because this October one I can talk about next week, and I like it. So
It looks
yeah,
good.
yeah. But I mean, in general, how do you feel about that? Like going forward?
I'm okay. We just need a little bit of a longer story on Thursday to. I mean,
Juice it up.
our roast needs to be really good. Like it can't be like the CZ like one
Yeah,
liner.
yeah, yeah. Of
Be
course.
like a lengthier thing.
What was it called when we had in the growth notes? Was it we need our M Night Shyamalan? That's what it was. We need our like our twist or our like our thing. Uh,
Oh,
this is our
at the
thing.
beginning when we're filming.
Uh,
That's us filming. That's our M Night Shyamalan.
that is
Not
true.
really,
It's our M
not
Night.
really
Yeah.
a twist though. All right, let's go through it. Okay, Trail of
I
Mangoes of
give
Rotten.
me Can you guys stall for like 60 seconds?
Of course.
I gotta I gotta run in somewhere. Talk about something cool.
Well, we can talk about Sean like this the roast.
Yeah.
Um, like so, I want to talk about like we need to mention the ghostwriting article that was hilarious.
Okay.
We need to mention about that, right?
Yeah, yeah. The Business Insider thing. Yeah.
Yeah. We want to talk about kind of like the VCs that disappeared and we're only in it for um I think it should start like in the news of VCs ghostwriting. We thought it like a good time to roast VCs, more specifically crypto VCs that flourished in 2021 and the majority of which disappeared in 2022.
I'm back. Guys, check it out.
Wow. Anniversary Ross.
Oh man.
Don't
Casanova.
ever say I'm not a good man.
Buy flowers every week, man. It can't just be an anniversary thing.
What's the price tag? How much does it set you back? I'm sure flowers in LA are probably more expensive
Um,
than anywhere else.
Three
yeah,
Bitcoin.
this is a nice arrangement. It was like, I mean, it's just the roses. There's no base, so it was only like 65, but they can get up there for sure.
I was gonna
What
say
what
under
is 60?
65.
What is 65? Can you tell me how much it was in ETH?
Oh, uh,
Point
yeah,
zero.
future value of ETH like 0.00001 ETH.
All right.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. First article, Trail of Rotten Mangoes. So Mango Markets, a protocol allowing for cross-margin trading with leverage on the Solana blockchain, was packed for 100 mil plus. This juicy story gets wilder and wilder as new developments have come to light. Let's break down the timeline into 3 parts. Part 1, the hack. Late afternoon, the hacker drained Mango markets for over 110 million by manipulating the amount of collateral they had to take a massive loan. One, they took a long, so this is, I kind of need help explaining this. It's kind of complicated too. So one, they took a long position in the protocol, allowing the hacker to access a high amount of leverage. 2, they propped up the price of the illiquid token, Mango in this case, on other platforms like FTX. 3, the hacker now had an extremely high value of Mango as collateral and therefore had the ability to borrow a ton of assets. So that's what they basically did. They emptied out the Mango reserves by borrowing all these different assets, Solana, Bitcoin, wrapped Ether, to the tune of 100 million.
Was it all that? I thought it was mostly just Sol and MSOL. I could be wrong.
I think it was other stuff too, but I could be wrong. Part 2, the DAO vote. The hacker writes up a proposal in the Mango forums and offers to return the funds, part of the funds, if the DAO promises not to pursue criminal investigation. And they utilize their heavy Mango bags to vote yes on the proposal.
Honestly, this is like a hilarious story.
This is so fucking funny.
It wasn't a hack. I was borrowing against my Mango from willing lenders at the current fair market price. Look, I took this meme from somebody else, so I want to rewrite it. But I had the same idea. Like I've seen it in different forms.
Just give him credit.
Okay. I need to find who it was.
So maybe 2 things.
Not over yet. It's not over yet.
Oh, shit.
Part 3, identifying the hacker. Kudos to Chris for uncovering this. You can read more details here. October 12th, Chris, the author of the article above, is part of several degen Discord servers where he's revealed screenshots of the Mango hacker plotting this exploit. So this man brags about the potential to exploit a platform leading to a 9-figure payday. He also posts how he would do it and his address in the discussion. By actually following the blockchain trail, we can see the exploiter's address, sends the funds through Circle, and then to the address that he mentioned in the Discord, ponzishorter.eth. Hilarious address. So basically, the man wrote how he would execute the hack, showed his address, and then a few days later, when the hack happens, we see the funds were routed to that exact address. Sketchy. So many questions. First, how can I get into these private Discords? Jokes aside, it's shocking to see protocols with this much TVL have such obvious flaws, and it's insane that this man openly bragged about attempting the exploit and used the same address to connect himself to the con.
So a few things. One, I think this is good. This is all the information. This is perfect. I like this a lot. One thing is there's this argument that this is not necessarily a hack, but just manipulating the Oracle and using the smart contract as it's kind of meant to be. Maybe that's too deep in the weeds and too highly technical to go into. But I guess I wanted to just kind of get your thoughts on what you think about that kind of framing.
So nothing is a hack, right? It's all exploits. He exploited something that shouldn't happen in the code that should have been fixed months ago. So I know people would think it's not a hack, but I consider it a hack. But I think it's too, I agree with you. I like that, but I think it's too much to talk about here.
Agreed. Second thing is maybe we could draw parallels to the Bean exploit, because this is essentially the same thing. It's very similar to the Bean hack, which was just Oracle manipulation and governance hack. I think Bean is a little different. Bean is a little more governance and using the governance forum against them, or their governance process. But we could maybe draw some parallels to the Bean stuff. And
I don't know if this is going to pass, by the way, because he's got 32 million, but there's still a lot more to vote. So it's not a lot of governance yet. I think he just did this as in
What is that Is that supply or I mean, if that's total votes, and he's got half, I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he actually might win, but we don't know yet.
And then there's also like basically he asked for in his like I'll return the funds, like everybody's funds. So basically the big issue is that he took depositors' funds, right? So he took regular people's funds. So his thing was like his I guess his counter or his whatever you want to call it. His counter proposal was that he would keep the entire 70 million insurance treasury fund and give them like just enough, and then like give everybody, recapitalize all the depositors, and then basically take their entire $70 million insurance fund and just like give me all of that. Like they were like, oh, we'll give you 10% of everything you took. And he was like, no. He's like, you have this big ass insurance fund and I want that. And I'll leave you a little bit so you can, help get everything back going.
Insane. He could have walked away with 10 million, but he's greedy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, now he's doxxed. He's in so much trouble.
This dude is doxxed.
Did you not miss the best part about where were you, Ross?
This is a good story. It's long. This is a good long story.
Part 3. This was the best part.
Dude, I'm sorry. I was transitioning from my phone to my computer once I got back.
It's kind of weirdly written, so I want to talk through it, but it's incredible.
Okay. We don't have to go through it again, but I will do what I got to do, and then I can clean it up a little bit. I think I really like the part 1, 2, 3. I think it's structured really nicely.
It's not very well written, so let's talk after us about like how to structure this a little bit more. But I mean, I love it. Like 1, 2, 3, each outrageous. Like the guy's address is called ponzishorter.eth. If you go to his Twitter, it's literally him saying how to exploit. Like it's incredible. And this is a good joke. Okay, so DeFi never fails to entertain. Okay. All right.
Is the second story significantly shorter?
Yes, they're all much shorter. This is the long story.
I think maybe we lead with a shorter one because people might get like, a little bit overwhelmed if they're like.
Because if we do, I want to do 1 and 2. So it would lead with this and then end with the Uniswap one, and we leave this for next week.
Yeah, just cut it and put that in like one for like next week or something.
You don't want to lead with the Uniswap story.
No, because like it's a Uniswap. It's just like a nice little story. Like this one is like hilarious, and it's like a long.
Fair enough. As long as we can get people to like invest the time to get through the lengthy one, right?
Again, like that's how you structure it, right? I tried to make it like cut it into 3 different parts. Like, happy to help there with the structure too.
I like it.
Okay, Spooktober. I'd rather be scared than hacked. Discuss the uptick in recent hacks, why this might be, and what safety steps you can do. This is a lot of my opinion, so like you guys feel free to disagree with me. So on the topic of hacks, which we're going to change because we're not going to have this one on Friday, October has been a brutal month for DeFi, with over 700 mil being stolen from DeFi protocols across 10 plus hacks this month. Here's why we think this trend might continue in the near future. Man, I wrote this so badly. Why? Here's what we think and why this. Yeah. Okay. So hackers are getting smarter, and they're starting to understand what to look for. Like when new protocols go live, there's a checklist of potential exploitations these guys go for. 2, we could actually do this in lists, like number. Protocols are getting sloppy and don't have a lot of standard measures against security, especially when it comes to updating protocols. Like Mango was alerted of this vulnerability months ago and did nothing. So like it's a risk for when they're updating it, and teams have become kind of just like a lot of teams like aren't fit to handle this much money. Then I have my conspiracy hot take, which is as protocol TVL decreases and these projects start to slowly die, like malicious developers have more of an incentive to like execute an inside job. Like they're most familiar with the code. They can install backdoors or exploit poorly written code the team has written. Like your TVL has a few million in it. It's not getting any more traction. It's a ghost protocol. Oh, a hack happened. Sorry about that. Probably the developers. Again, at the end of the day, it's less risky to steal from a DeFi protocol versus like a bank. We don't see a lot of government intervention with these hacks. They mostly rely on private investigators. and it's also easy to wash money with Tornado Cash-like protocols. So then my tips would be, don't deposit in less well-known dying protocols, as inside rug risk is high, even if the yield seems attractive. And Bridge's massive attack vector, I recommend sticking to native assets if you're moving to an alternative L1. For example, using native USDC on AVAX instead of USDC.E. Because if the bridge is hacked, all that USDC.E on AVAX is worthless.
I think the first tip is a little like too much extended from the conspiracy theory, right? Like you can't just assume that, you know, a protocol that doesn't have a lot of hype at one moment is sketchy. Like you don't want to deter people from.
That's not that don't have a lot of hype, but like there's a lot of protocols out there that are like, they're done. Like they have a few million in TVL and they're not getting new people. They're not innovating. The developers have kind of stopped working on it.
I don't think people care about those like hacks. Like those aren't. I wouldn't even call those like exploits. Really, it's just like.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can. I would just like,
since we're gonna.
We're saving this for next week, right?
Yeah, so we can talk about how to fix it. I think this is an important.
I like the.
But like, I wanted to give some reasons why, and then also some tips on how to protect yourself.
No, I like it. I think we can say like be conscious of dying protocols, but we can't say like, you know, don't do it at all, right? But I think structure wise, like the 1, 2, 3 on the bullets would be good. And then maybe at the end of the day point is a paragraph instead of a bullet.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next one. Uniswap logo finally cements status as unicorn. So Uniswap announced another round of funding, raising 165M in their Series B, and finally surpassing $1 billion in valuation. No, we aren't going to make a unicorn joke here. These guys are truly the goats of crypto. The team has pioneered a new type of exchange only possible through DeFi, the automated market maker. Led the way in concentrated liquidity innovation through UniV3. Produced several innovations through their grants programs, expanded their empire through strategic acquisitions like NFT Genie, and still refused to provide value to token holders. LOL. This might change. I don't know. Like, I kind of wanted to make like a witty joke at the end.
I like that. I like that one.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Thousands of forks later, they're still the top horse in the race. Okay, we had to make one joke.
Witty.
Yeah. How do you spell witty? So like thousands of forks later, they're still the top horse in the race. We had to make one joke. Consistently printing revenue, even in the depths of the bear market, they now have enough capital to sustain themselves for years to come. Let's just keep them away from the sushi CEO.
That's fire way to end it. Fire line. That's too good.
All right, that's it, baby. And then I talked to when you were gone, Ross, about the crypto VCs, like talking about because of this whole like Business Insider article, we thought we'd poke fun at VCs, more specifically crypto VCs, and then just talk about how like shitty they are. Someone write this.
Yeah, I got you. I can write that right now.
So
we do Uniswap and we do this one.
Is this roast inspired by that article that came out about like all these?
Exactly.
How I made 200K this year ghostwriting for VCs.
Like I want to put like, because we're in the climate of roasting VCs after this article was published, like let's continue the trend and more specifically roast crypto VCs.
All right.
I was gonna insert a joke about a certain ghostwriter on Twitter, but you know, we'll keep it vague.
Not the place. We love all ghostwriters.
Yeah, there's also that, right? Like, I don't know how we feel about shitting on ghostwriters when, you know,
I'm not shitting on ghostwriters.
No. We're not ghostwriters.
I also think this ghostwriter in particular is a genius. Good for him or her.
Yeah. So mostly shitting on the VCs for doing it.
100%. I'm shitting on VCs who are faking themselves doing it to get into like meeting rooms. And then the people realize they're actually boring people and like don't know what they're talking about. And then they end up getting screwed. So like, I think ghostwriting is great. I'm roasting VCs, but I don't want to spend time on the ghost story aspect. I want to just say like the climate of roasting VCs because of the story like is a good entryway for us to roast crypto VCs. And then we focus on like there were so many parasitic VCs that kind of disappeared after the bull run that wanted to get into like the seed round of a lot of tokens and then sell out and have bad vesting like schedules. Like there's a lot of, I mean, if we Google some stuff, there's a lot of stories about like shady crypto VCs. And that's what I want the roast to be about.
Cool. Yeah, I can take care of that real quick.
Ross, do you need any are you good to go for here? Thinking about a funny meme that we could put here.
All the YouTube videos are up right now. I think growth from yesterday is going to premiere in like 30 minutes or 6 minutes of premiering.
Oh, I bet there's thousands waiting.
I don't even think we can get 1,000 bots.
Dude, our 7 subscribers are so hyped right now. They just
pop.
We got 9.
That first video that we put out that's on the main page, 30 views.
Holy fuck. 30 people that should really be thinking about how they're spending their time.
I know, it's probably like me 30 times like opening up the YouTube page to like post videos and look at it.
I'm about to say like 30 views. That's a lot. Nice.
I'm probably 6 to 7 of those. So no,
I haven't watched any of our videos because I hate hearing the sound of my own voice. So
seriously?
Yeah.
Your voice, Arthur.
Yeah, you have a nice voice, man.
Thank you.
Except when you try to pronounce scribe.
Or anything.
All right.
Sukru.
All right.
As far as memes go, I think there's got to be something juicy.
Yeah. I think overall, yeah. I think like more like graphs and more, I mean, like memes we kind of have on lock. We do a good amount. I think just like more graphic information.
Yeah, this one's really nice with the, I mean, we're not including it in this issue, but the hack monthly.
Well, what we could do is we could include a graphic of Uniswap DEX volume as a percentage of all total DEX volume to just show how much of a
good Uniswap Dune or something like something pull something from
or like a token terminal of sorts. So I can add that in.
How much of a unicorn they are?
We're not making that joke.
Yeah.
They're at 1.6 bill valuation.
1.6?
Yeah, 1.66.
And that's this it? Is okay. Can we? So this is Uniswap Labs. Can we just
make sure that that's clear?
Yeah, because like think about like retail people kind of getting confused, right? It's like, oh, is it Uniswap? The Uniswap token is worth like like I thought there's like 6 billion in Uniswap tokens, right? Like where's this $1 billion valuation?
Still refuse to provide value to token holders.
I like that.
Until now. Cool.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Can you stop recording?
First stop sharing screen. And then
I have to remember to do that.
I'm going no hands this time.